Hello, everyone. This is Phoenix Tremaine, and as promised, I'm doing my General Hospital commentary. I had a busy weekend, so I didn't get a chance to do it this weekend. So I'm doing it on Monday, and since I'm doing it on Monday, and I've seen Monday's episode, I'm going to include all of last week and Monday's episode. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started because I know if you're here for the commentary, you might as well go ahead and hit that like button and share because it's free to do. Also, you have membership where you get early access to videos, exclusive videos, as well as different things to do for the members in the member section. So if you can give it a try, we love to have you. Um, Unfortunately, my lighting's looking a little crazy today, but we just made a deal. But I wanted to make a comment on Maxi as we begin because we got everybody. The pool is open now in the Metro Court, so we're going to see a whole lot of half-naked people um, to for the summer to increase the uh, sex appeal of the show. So my comment for Maxie was simply that I'm enjoying her fashions. I think she looks really good. She's wearing clothes that fit her body. And, I appreciate, that Maxie actually looking like a fashionista. Now we're going to go to, this for the most part going to be on in order. I decided to I skipped a few things like I'm not gonna be sitting over here talking about Brooklyn and Chase, knowing full well I fast forward. I can't fast forward fast enough. As soon as they come on screen, I'm like, so yeah, I fast forwarded through Brooklyn and Chase all week. But we're gonna start with one of the big things that happened. I really thought, based on the spoilers, Ava was going to be manipulating Natalia and trying to befriend her or something, but it actually played out completely different. And I'm guessing Natalia is not going to be a long-term character because they're making, a lot of fans commentaries that they hate her, because, the things she was saying, even the actress, I really feel like Eva LaRue doesn't even know who this character is. It, she was tolerant at one point, as long as her daughter don't ask, don't tell, and now she has this conversation with Ava where she was like, screw it. I don't like her. I think it's wrong. It's not going to last. Ava was trying to be the voice of reason, and she accidentally recorded everything that she said. Now, of course, this is great ammunition for Ava because Sonny isn't going to like hearing that Natalia doesn't approve of Christina and Christina's relationship. So that could put a monkey wrench in whatever romance was starting to happen between the two. And the irony of what I think is going to happen is Natalia has been on Blaze to be a secret. Don't go out in public with Christina. People have cameras. And then when Ava releases this audio, what's going to hurt her daughter's career is her because her words will not only out her daughter, but it's going to hurt a lot of people, especially Blaze and Christina. So I don't know how much longer she is going to be on the show, probably through July sweeps, but I hate to say this, but her character is starting to remind me a lot of Gladys. To me, this is kind of how they wrote Gladys as very unlikable and just in everybody's business. Moving on, Valentine and Brennan had their little conversation. Didn't amount to much. Um, Brennan just let Valentine know that the FBI and John Jagger Cates is the ones that's after them. Valentine let him know, don't go, shanking yourself so that we can have these conversations. But anyway, it all led up to Anna trying to get Jason to just admit that Sonny's behind everything. And she had her, she got gagged. She had a clutch of pearls because when she tried that phone and found out it was Valentine, that was actually the head of Pikeman, she actually told Jason and then convinced Jason not to, tell anybody because she's like, you only got one bite at the apple, and if you fumble this, then you're going to be stuck with the FBI for the rest of your life. And he went for that. I would have left that room. Okay, Anna. I would have went right to freaking John and let him know who the head of Pikeman is. Not that it would have released him, but Anna's in love with Valentine, even if they're not together. So the same way, he loves Sonny as a brother, like a brother, and he tries to protect Sonny. He doesn't know if Anna's going to try to protect Valentine. And just because he tells Jagger that, Valentine's the head of Pikeman, he still don't have proof, not tangible proof, but at least that could actually, start the ball rolling on getting out from under the FBI's thumb. We also had Drew this week going on the hey, I want to be a congressman tour. He talked to Carly, he talked to Michael. In today's episode, he talked to Curtis. And they're all like, oh, you're the greatest. You've got so much integrity. That's what we need in office. Yeah, very fast forwardable. Then we also had Jagger really letting Sonny know that he's going to be coming after him, which is why I said at this Friday, this Friday, where Jagger has Jason, an assignment for Jason that's shocking. I think that he's going to want him to go after Sonny, but that's just a guess right now. It's just a guess right now. Episode I practically fast forward through the whole time was this waste of space scenes. I know some of you love this type of thing. I was waiting for Tracy to have that reaction that a lot of us has been waiting for. And I said I was very disappointed when she was told by Cody. I think that I was disappointed. She had no reaction when she talked to Stella or Chase. And I was like, oh, I know she's just saving it. She's saving it for when they do the ashes. And nope, it was like they never had a connection. She was kind of just there. And it all culminated with Chase finding out that Finn was still drinking and hiding it. But yeah, fast forwarded through most of his conversations with Brooklyn and with Tracy today about an intervention or something. Yeah. Because the big thing was him cheating. So we're gonna move on to once again Natalia being unlikable. Natalia almost basically bullying her daughter to do this recording session when mentally she really wasn't all there. And then the way she kept saying, like, the relationship's not real. And then Christina showed up despite the argument they had on Monday episode. I do have that. Despite the argument they had on my Monday episode when she was snitching, because it seems like every week somebody's snitching on General Hospital, even well, I'll show you. It's coming up. But after this argument, Blaze thought it was over with her and Christina. But Christina showed up and apologized, and Natalia just had to like grin and bear it and suffer. The other thing I talked about this week on my spoiler video was I don't think Gio looks anything like Spencer. Period. Some people in the comment section were like, well, if I squint, he kind of looks like Spencer. No, he got pushed in the pool like Spencer. His hair was wet, and that was the only thing reminiscent of Spencer. but he looks like a completely different person. And what got my attention was Gio was clearly interested in Jocelyn. I know that he's probably eventually going to be for Trina, but the way he was like grilling Trina on Jocelyn and Dex's relationship and him staring at Jocelyn as she was talking to Dex, this is another situation where everybody wants Jocelyn, which happened up to the point where Spencer came along. But Jocelyn spent what, like 2 years where everybody wanted Jocelyn and not her, and now they're doing that again. So I'm already not excited about Gio, because he didn't have a genuine interest in Trina. Like I said, his eyes were on Jocelyn. Another milestone was Nina and Willow. Actually, they were just talking about lotion, but they at least had a civil conversation, which is a step in the right direction. But I'm gonna say it again because it's so obvious that there's going to be a triangle between Drew, Willow, and Nina. Willow spends more time with Drew than she does with Michael. Even when she finally had a date with Michael in this episode, Monday's episode, they still spent a lot of time talking about her and Drew. It's gonna happen. So I know I saw some of you in the comment section were like, no, no, I don't want Drew and Willow, and I'm like, first off, Michael and Willow are boring. And just because you got two kind of sort of goody two shoes, but not goody two shoes characters together, they don't have any conflict. They don't have any drama. They don't even do things that are just loving. I mean, when's the last time we've seen them do, as a couple? There's been like two scenes, which is this going out to dinner, and they had a love scene like a couple weeks ago. But we don't get to see the intricacies of a relationship between Michael and Willow. They're just together. And for some of you, that's good enough. But for me, I don't necessarily need them to hate each other, have a whole bunch of drama. But think about John and Marlena on Days of Our Lives. They have drama from outside sources, but they always are showing their love for one another. And you don't get that with like Willow and Michael, and they're young. So they should be having all sorts of soap stuff happening to them, but okay, like what you like. We also have Jake going out for, drinking, underage drinking. But it's here that he sees Finn with another woman. And, Finn takes the woman home. They're kissing. They're about to get it in. They're doing more drinking. And here we go with the snitching. I understand the snitching. I would too if that was my mother's boyfriend with another woman in the bar. Yeah. And then in tomorrow's episode, which will be Tuesday, um, it finally dawns on her to ask Jake about the bar. Why were you there? What was going on? Um, but yeah, and I always talk about the look on Liz's face. She looks like it's almost over. This relationship is almost over, and I don't have to do scenes with him no more. Now, let's also see if she's going to snitch to Portia about this. She told Portia it was like a one-time thing, but now he's like a lush. And is she going to snitch to Portia that, oh, the drinking's got worse and we broke up? So how was your day? And especially with her catching him with another woman, they're both drinking, and she looked like she just didn't care. She was just happy that it was over. And I kind of like Barb. So the woman he's with is Barb, and I like that she was a little spicy, a little sassy. You know, she basically told Elizabeth, like, okay, you can go now. She was still trying to get her some Finn. and she knows he's a doctor too. He's like, I'm not going anywhere. Tell her. You gonna just let her talk to me like that? He's known you probably for like 2 hours. He's been with Liz for like probably 2 years. So yeah, I thought she wasn't the best actress, but I saw potential. She reminded me of Teresa on Days of Our Lives, who was being enabler for JJ and things like that. So I actually wouldn't mind seeing more of her, but I kind of feel like she's sort of like a one and done character. But if she comes back, you know, I would love for her to get in Liz face some more and just be a real character on the show because we need some aggressive women that don't mind, causing a commotion. And then you had Finn begging and pleading and crying his eyes out, which I was actually happy he finally did. Because when he got caught, he was like, what are you doing? So I was like, that is not the reaction of a man that just got caught. He's got a woman on his lap. I wish that he chose a different acting choice where he was more shocked or surprised or ashamed. You know, then of course Jason came in to be the knight in shining armor. But one thing that I loved that Finn brought up, he's like, you were running around cutting dresses and stuff and going, and her little psychosis area. And she accidentally, bumped off his wife. He went through all of that with her. He had to overcome all of that with her. But, he falls off the wagon one time and she's like, I can't do this anymore. Oh, and people are like trying to ship Jason and Liz. But this picture tells a lot. I thought maybe if they just held hands or something in solidarity, that would help. And I gotta say, Steve Burton in these scenes, his acting has improved. I don't know what happened, but his acting has improved since leaving General Hospital and Days of Our Lives. And I sort of almost feel like there's a new Steve Burton as far as acting wise, because a lot of times he wasn't even trying. He was just stone cold that barely talked. But now he's actually showing empathy and emotions on his face and things like that. So, I got to shout that out because he's been doing a good job. Then Milk Toast. This is what I like to call him, Milk Toast. Michael and Willow ran into Drew and Jocelyn, and I watched the whole scene, but it's nothing I really cared about. And then we had Nina and Drew arguing in front of Maxie. And Maxie was like, "Uh-oh, I see where this is going. I'm getting out here and going home." And I know she knew as soon as the door closed what was going to happen, and it did. And I really like Drew and Nina, although I partially feels like this is part of his plan to blow her out the water later on down the line, give her everything she wants and take it from her. I feel like we're going to be leading to that because, like I said, I think he's going to sleep with Willow, or at least kiss her or something. But Nina's going to walk in and find out. So I think that is coming. And honorable mention, I think this was Monday's episode, but Sonny still has so many people turning against him. And even Diane was untrustworthy of Sonny. He looked so like, you don't believe me? So yeah, he's still on a downward spiral, which I need to come to an end. He need to find out about the pills and get back to being Sunny. But yeah, that was the show, Monday through Monday. And let me know what you think about these 6 episodes. And I'll see you in the comment section. Thanks for watching and listening.